Hi everyone, it's Firo here from this channel, the sibling duo Firo and Kay. I just want to point out I am really sorry that we didn't upload for like over a year to nearly 2 years, but I had a community post situation anyways, and it's been 3 months since. But please understand, we can get busy, but the amount of people who are not the type to be patient on uploads, please stop asking, oh, when you going to post a YouTube video, blah 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 blah. Me and Kay get busy, okay? It's just a matter of time that we tend to forget about this channel, but we tend to just not at times. It just depends on if we have free time to come onto this collabing channel and post, literally. But the amount of people who come at me saying, you shouldn't protect Kay, blah 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 blah. The amount of people that piss me off. The amount of people. I get literally 10 a day saying, oh yeah, you shouldn't protect Kay, blah 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 blah. Generally it pisses me off. And it will piss Kay off because the amount of times that people death threaten Kay and me, it's not okay. So generally not okay at all. Because I am sick and tired of the death threats going towards me and Kay for this channel because we're not uploading. I'm sorry, but it takes us time to realise we have this channel. Generally I do remember, Kay does remember. It's just the matter of fact that we get busy. I have a main account, a main channel, a fucking VTuber channel, a stories channel. I have many channels to work on with projects. I even have a backup channel. Kay has a main channel and many side channels that they tend to forget about. But with the Cats to the Dummy, they've been on that one because it was the backup of Cats to the Non-Binary Bean. Why? Because they forgot a password from their old tablet. Understandable. They call themselves a dummy because, well, it's a character they call Cats to the Dummy. Because, why the fuck not? But I have been asked, oh, why is Kay making so many, like, OCs? Why are they drawing baby OCs that makes them a pedophile? I am sorry, what? Excuse me? I am going to say this in the most utmost, trying to be respectful and not at the same time. Stop fucking saying that we are pedophiles because we have children OCs. It does not make us that. We draw them because they're ship children, or we draw them because we have a character that can be a parent. We draw them not in the utmost 18 plus. We are not like that. There are people out there that do, and it's absolutely disgusting. But me and Kay, us being siblings, we agreed that Lila and Russell are both good children of, Firo Hamon, who's been very busy with them two and his family. And then there's Vampiro. What the hell is Keller doing? Well, let's just say he's trying his best to be a dad. And he's been looking at Firo Hamon and saying, why am I not this good as a father? And then Vampiro, he can talk now, he says that he's a good father. Which makes Keller cry. And that's how Gray, who belongs to, that was my earphones. He belongs to literally Kay. Yeah, I know. Cray and Kay. They rhyme, okay? They rhyme, but that's how Kay wants to do it. Now, if you're wondering, hang on a minute, you used to be a girl. You used to go by Ben as well. I have changed my name, okay? Because fucking toxic Christianity came towards me, and I was slowly becoming the utmost uncomfortable person in my life in a relationship that was 2+ years. Longest one, but yeah. But with Kay, and why you're wondering why did Kay become Kay and not Kate? They had a persona named Kate, but now I don't know, I can't remember if they said that Kate is a OC now who has a son or just a brother named Max. Could be a son, can't remember, but Kay will let me know in the comments. But the reason why they go by Kay is because they're more comfortable with that name. Thanks for asking us why that happened. Now, I put Kate because I was like, okay, it's the sibling duo Ben and Kate. And then Kay changed their name. And if you're wondering, why is it run by 2 people? Because it's the sibling duo, Ben and Kate. And then now it's Firo and Kay, because it's still the same 2 people. Just, you know, one doesn't show their face because they feel uncomfortable doing so. And one doesn't fucking speak with their voice because they don't feel comfortable doing so. So stop asking if Kay can voice reveal and face reveal. Kay says no to that because they don't feel comfortable. When they do feel comfortable, then maybe. But it's a maybe no situation. Because Kay does not feel comfortable in doing so. Kay has been on here way before me. Literally. And you saying to me, oh, Kay should voice reveal and Kay should face reveal. No. Oh my god. When Kay says they feel uncomfortable doing so. I felt uncomfortable. I felt like the need to keep my face and voice off the internet until when I was comfortable. And when I was comfortable, I was voice acting because I wanted to voice act. And I've been voice acting since I was 13. 13, the right age to be on YouTube. Because in 2018, I joined. So basically, it gave Kay the, it was December 2018. It gave Kay over a year to get used to YouTube. Literally. With a YouTube channel. And then obviously, I joined along, and then after, trying to get used to the algorithm, the dislikes and everything, Kay joined to my side of this. And I'm going to tell you, Kay was my first fan, F-A-N, not like the actual spinning rotation fan, like the actual person, the fan, to join the fandom of mine. And then we chatted, and then it's been so long since, and that's why we're brother and sibling. Now, before you even go at me saying, oh, why are you doing this? You guys wanted the story, so I'm going to tell this. Because I want to, and you wanted me to do it. So during that time, we were strangers strangers. Whilst one was a fan joining the fandom of mine. I don't know what to call mine, so I call mine Wolfpack. Don't know what Keiko says. They probably don't have a name for because their YouTube channel used to be Katie's Crazy Life, and then it was Katie the Random People because they chose that name. Generally. And they grew up with me, and yeah, rest, not now. Anyways, they grew up with me, and they kind of raised me over the internet, because that's what you were asking. Did they raise you over the internet? Yes, for fuck's sake, they did. And I think I get my swearing from them. No, I don't get my swearing from them, actually, because they never sworn to me, so I get my swearing from my other parents, but where do Kay get theirs from? Probably the internet. Who knows? But yeah, you also was wondering, why did Kay raise you over the internet? Why? Because Kay didn't realise they were raising me over the internet, trying to see if I can improve in everything, in my behaviour and everything. And to be honest, I think I have. I mean, there is this one time that Catlet, you don't know them, but you'll probably see that if you go into Cats with the Dummy and scroll down on their community post, you'll see Catlet. When Catlet told everyone R0 that they wanted Kay to leave, like stop being my sibling, that got me. But Kay, sorry, when they also said that Kay stayed, like they saw sorry, this is not how I supposed to this is not how a video should go, but it is. They said that Kay stayed because they saw something in me. Like they knew I was changing for the better of my judgment. Why? Kay, please let me know why. Just why? Why did you stay? Why did you see something change in me? Why? To know that I would lost you because of Catlet? Dang. But apparently you saw something in me that made you stay. I mean, I can understand because we're siblings, but at the same time, I don't know what reason allowed you to stay. Like, generally. Sorry, I'm crying because I don't normally cry, and this is what happens. To know Kay stayed because something made them see something in me, and they knew I was changing for the better of me. I want to say why. They raised me. Kay kind of raised me over the internet to make me see my flaws. I've only lost a couple of people who used to be my siblings. The first one was Freighta's FNAF. And then I was called out on stalking, doxing and tracing. And then they took it down. But then Germa called me out on tracing art. This is where the problem gets. Like, generally, I understand where this is coming from because Gilbert Greytail or Gilbert Gaytail or however he wants to go by. Generally, stop having so many fucking accounts, Gilbert. He calls me a pedophile, a doxer, a tracer, everything he can think of. And then he brings up lies. Like, if you were an orphan, would you have fucking a phone? No, you would be forced in your own room. You'd be forced to talk with the other orphans until you are adopted. And you saying you're an orphan, I know what orphanage is like. There's other people who would have known what an orphanage is like. Because there's a fucking film, there's series, there's films talking about what people are like as orphans. The Buffalo Kids, watch that. That's a movie I was watching and then I couldn't because I needed to go to bed. it's based off of two siblings, and there's an absolute representation of a kid in a wheelchair who cannot speak because he was born like it. And all the kids on that train are orphans. That's all I can say. Except for the two siblings. They're not orphans. Sorry if I spoiled it, but Buffalo Kids has a good fucking representation of a disability. A good representation of orphans. That is how you need to know what being an orphan is. And there's complications of how you would get adopted or not get adopted. It's that simple with disability. Because with the kid in the wheelchair who has that disability, it's hard for him to get adopted. And I can understand that. Because not everyone would want to put up with someone who's got a disability. You would sign up for someone with a disability if you know you can handle that. That's why the Buffalo Kids is a good representation to that. Anyways, where was I? Yeah, but yeah, Kay raised me over the internet. I tried seeing my flaws and everything, and I'm trying to change for the better of myself. I'm in redemption arc because I want to be. But the more I struggled, can't people just tell me how, like so? Because when I struggle, people don't see that. There was two people, Fairy Tales FNAF themselves and Kilby the Demon Cat. They both told me off. Okay, that's how you don't tell someone that they're struggling to, like so. That sets me back to the very beginning of my redemption arc. Like, if you see someone struggle, don't tell them off. Just talk to them and explain it in an absolute best way you can to an autistic person. That, hey, look, this is what you should do in order to see this flaw. Not, oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. Oh my God. For fuck's sake. When them two told me off, I could understand. But at the same time, I was in the struggling situation of that. And then they come along. Shu deleted their comment because I asked Alonso if he deleted Shu's comment, and he said no. They deleted it themselves because you replied to them. Right, got it. I replied to someone who didn't want me to reply. Then don't comment. Okay, don't comment if you don't want me to fucking reply to you. It's that fucking simple. But if you expect me to reply and then you delete the comment, I don't know what that's called. It's like saying you're rage baiting someone. But I can understand where this is going. You comment because you're having a go at me, and then when I voice reply to you or reply, you then delete your comment. That's not how you sort things out. When I said I fucked up, I fucked up. And then Fairy Tales FNAF deletes their comment. QB has kept their comment on, my main. You'll see the thing where I was talking about alternative universe, and yeah, multiple universes I've been dimension hopping to. No, they should not exist. Like, female me, Firo and Shiro. No, for my sanity and Shiro's sanity, no, we shouldn't be married there. I'm not against lesbians. I am not against it. but for my sake and Shu's sake, no. And here's another thing, Tanika and Jazzy. Jazzy is the biological daughter of Firo and Shu, and Tanika is the sister of Firo. No, 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 no. Hell no, no, no. No to that dimension. No, it should not exist. It should not exist. Because, ew. Like, generally, ew. Why? Like, why? With that dimension. Why? And hell no, that should not exist. Like, I'm not against LGBTQ community, but the way that dimension is, no. Anyways, I've been rambling on for too long. But again, please stop asking when we should post, or don't tell us you should post on this channel, blah blah blah. Leave us be. We have our main channels. We have Instagram to sort out. We have friends. We have a real life to work out the situation of when do we have free time? When do we do this? I have free time, but we don't upload on this channel because it's our life. We upload when we want to upload. It's not your decision. Anyways, make sure to like, comment and subscribe. See you all next time, whenever possible. Bye everyone.